Hello and welcome back to another awesome day on the Wiarcraft server. Today is our double-digit episode, namely 10th episode, and at the beginning of this episode there are some things I wanna do right away. Namely, I've been looking at what we've done in the previous episode, and I kinda wanna remove the grey blocks because they don't match into the environment. I think I'm gonna go grab some spruce wood, get myself some spruce slabs, and replace all the stone slabs we've got. I think that, I hope that it's gonna look much better in the environment, since I do wanna make this cool and awesome farm, but I also wanna make it look pretty too. So then, I replaced every stone slab we had, and I do believe this looks a tad better, especially for this environment. I still like the lime glass, yes, but I hope that the spruce decoration is more fitting for this place. Also, while doing all of this, I realized something really important here. I realized that my golems are kinda exposed, so there is a chance that maybe a stray skeleton or something may spawn and come down here and have access to my golems. So the next course of action is to get more lime glass and cover our golems. Now our golems are safe and sound, and it's time for the main thing. Right, so this farm by Nembon is actually powered by skeletons, so we need 15 skeletons here who will be shooting at the golems basically, but because the witch is gonna be in the middle, and our skeletons presumably gonna be having special bows, they gonna be knocking out the witches, which will be gliding on the compacted ice and dropping down to their doom. Now, getting the skeletons is the fun part in survival. Obviously, we can always wait for the night, which is coming about, and somehow lure some skeletons in, but I believe that's gonna take a lot of time and it won't be productive. So I think I'm gonna do this thing here. I'm gonna be doing the drop shoot for the witches. I'm gonna do it with basically full damage. So I'm gonna be counting the blocks from this level down to there, and hopefully, cross my fingers here, I'm gonna be digging down and hopefully I can find some kind of cave system and possibly find ourselves skeleton spawner or something. So I'm really hoping that's the case. If not, I'll have to figure out another way of getting those skeletons. Well, here I am digging downwards from the drop shaft. I decided to go with a simple one, I think. Yeah, it's 32 blocks down. I still have to mine some, but the interesting thing is that I found a cave system here. The other interesting thing is that this appears to be wood, and more likely this is an abandoned mine shaft. Hopefully we can find something of interest here, or something will find us. Let's see. Well, this looks like a spawner. I wonder. Let's quickly get ourselves inside and check it out. What is this? These are just zombies. No, we don't need zombies. We need skeletons. No, that's not from the spawner. That's just a random skeleton spawning. Right, the search continues. Well, we surely did find our cave spider one. Okay. Annoying spiders. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. I found a lot of skeletons. This is just gravel. I found this, but there are a lot of them. And it's a zombie spawner. And there's a lot of them. Horrible images. I hope they won't kill me. I need to place more torches so they stop spawning. Oh, shoot yourself, yes. Shoot each other. Go, 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 go. Good skeletons. Shoot each other. Good. Nice. Hello there, random zombie. Can I kill you as well? Oh, more cave spiders. Yeah, I guess this is filled with spawners. Oh my god, lots of caves. I need to light up a lot of stuff. But at least we found our lovely skeleton spawner, and I need to regen fast before I die. Cool. Let's light up a lot of surrounding areas and start working with utilizing this spawner. But before I set up the skeleton, let's say, knocking of the villagers, witches, right? I've decided to make this drop shaft a little bit pretty. So what I'm doing is actually just building everything out of spruce wood here. You can see I'm kind of halfway there. I'm gonna finish this all up, and then I'm gonna be placing some hoppers here. I'm not entirely sold on the stained glass here. I kind of wanted to remind myself that there is a cave, but don't think it looks nice, so I might just block it off completely. So the idea with this drop shaft, which I'm trying to do, is I want to make it for two purposes. The one will be that you're gonna be standing here and actively killing witches, and the other is gonna be you are standing somewhere else and witches just drop down here and die automatically. So I'm gonna try and make both of those possible, and we'll see how it's gonna come out. I think I've came up with what I want to do here. So the idea here is that I hope I've counted correctly. So the drop is 32 blocks to this. So this is 33rd space. I hope this is gonna work. So this dispenser with a water bucket, and I'm gonna be having like a button here. I'm gonna close it with glass. So I'm gonna be activating this, and the water gonna be flowing towards the center, and same here, same thing here. So whenever we have a water here, the witches hopefully won't die from the fall and all be collecting down here, which still needs some prettying, where you can safely use your looting sword and kill them off completely. But when the water is off, theoretically they should just drop to their death and die. So this is gonna be both our active and AFK witch farm. I really hope I'm doing this correctly. There is no way I can check this at this point. I just hope I did the measurements correctly. Of course, this is how I'm gonna be decorating this inner room here as well. Some bits need still some cleaning and stuff, but this is the core contraption right here. I was debating if I wanna use the brown glass as here also, which I've covered up because it wasn't looking particularly good, but I came to the conclusion that I think I'm just gonna be using some black glass here, which looks, in my opinion, much better than brown glass. Right, here's the black glass, and here are the buttons. So if I push this button here and I push this button here, it's gonna be filled with water, so the witches should be able to survive the fall, and then they're gonna be collecting down there. Of course, the witches that can drop through the middle possibly gonna die from the fall, but I think that's a minor thing that we can overlook for now. And I managed to replicate Nembon's skeleton picker. So drop a card, press a button, and this skeleton is obviously not what we need. So we can safely kill him off, pick up the card again, and put it back, get another skeleton. And here's where the fun part is. I do have leather pants on me, so I hope he picks, yep, he picked them up. So that indicates that he can also pick up the required bow we have to get. I didn't put any rails anywhere there, so these rails are actually going to be going upstairs to our lovely witch farm, and I still need to do the, well, all the rails and the places where the skeletons are going to be. I still have to produce a lot of let's say bows. I haven't crafted any of those, so I've just been playing with this. I actually can go up and disable this. I don't have enough of redstone to actually make the line down here, which would be much easier. So for now we don't need any of this, guys, so we can safely pick up everything back. And until I can actually finish this, oh my god, don't tell me, creeper. Right, I'm gonna go and do the rails, and this is where we go up. So I'll still have to make a bunch of bows, a bunch of mine carts to transport the skeletons in and actually leave them in mine carts. So it's gonna take a while. I hope I can make a progress update at some point. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna be a zombie. I'm gonna go in this cart and I'm gonna start going up these rails. Let's see. Yeah, I'm coming here and I've stopped. Cool, I stopped because I actually disabled this rail so I don't go over what's needed. What I did here is, well, the loading system, same as Nembon shared in his tutorial for this farm, in his initial one, I remember. So hopefully that will load our skeletons in. Now the next thing is to go and craft ourselves some bows. I believe I don't have to give them name tags, simply because the bow is gonna be considered a picked item and they won't despawn. Well, we'll find it the hard way, I guess. So I have to go and craft a lot of bows and get some skeletons in. And as for the initial bows, I think I'm gonna be grabbing a lot of these bows from here. I think I had a couple of bows already made. Yep, I already had some couple of bows that I already made at some point. I'm gonna be grabbing especially some enchanted bows. Those would be nice, since I need punch. Yeah, I need punch bows and flame, if I remember correctly. Plus, maybe we can get some gear for them too. But anyway, I have to collect myself 15 plus bows, and then we'll see if we can get some armor for them as well. I was able to get 4 punch 2 bows, one with a flame, and I just remembered that we also have this one with a lot of enchanted bows. So let's see if I can find oh, flame, nice. We have flame in here, so that's gonna save us some time. I'll see how much stuff I can get from here, and then the rest of it we'll go to our villagers and get some books out of them. And of course, let's not forget our awesome collection of random box. I'm pretty sure we can find something like punch 2 right away. Hope we can get some flame out of this, because apparently flames are the rare ones for us at this moment. All in all, in combined, this is what we managed to find. So these are all punch 2 flame plus unbreaking at some point. So these are like 7. This is punch 1, punch 2, and a lot of simple bows. So the rest we have to go to our villagers and start trading for some flame books, well, and punch 2 as well. I've got my bows ready, but before we start checking in the skeletons, I actually have to go inside and remove the torches, since we won't be able to do this after we get all these skeletons in. Well, we could, but we're gonna be getting a lot of attacks on us, and I don't really fancy myself being attacked. So let me remove all of this and see if the witches are actually spawning. To be honest, I think that's one of the moments of truth in a bit, where we actually discover if our witches will be spawning or not. That's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Well, this is interesting. We have a witch spawning elsewhere other than our farm. Okay. Well, I hope it's just a random witch, because it would be very annoying after all of this to realize that our thing is not working. Now that it's daytime, we can finally see some witches spawning. So this is a nice, I like it. Now the thing is, we still have to get all the skeletons in, and I presume there is gonna be a lot of work around this farm afterwards in order to light up the perimeter, so they continue spawning even during the night. Especially the most annoying will be doing that underground, where we have a lot of caves. Well, hopefully we can overcome that by exploring and lighting up a lot of caves. We'll see. Now it's time to get some skeletons in. At this point, I just really hope we've done everything right. So we've got ourselves some minecarts, some bows that we're gonna give them, and yeah, I'm gonna be using pumpkin to test if they can pick up stuff like suggested. So let's see if they can pick up the stuff or not. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, so I'll just get right back to you as soon as I get some results. And we've got our first skeleton that picked up our stuff, so let's send him up and hope he doesn't see us. He saw us, but that doesn't matter, he's too far away now. And let's quickly go up and see how he goes. He appears to be in his spot, and he started shooting the golems, which is what we wanted. Now, I hope he doesn't spot me when I switch the tracks, or any one other time when we are going around. Well, the witch has surely spotted me, but I need to get to that there and switch that one out. Hopefully we can do it without episodes. Right, now 14 more to go. It's gonna be a long night. Look at him. Just look at him. He's trying to hide from us. In the sugarcane. Right. Anyway, since this guy is about to learn that we are mean business, so all the 15 skeletons are now in, and they are happily shooting our golems. And I indeed verified that since they picked up items that the player gave them, they should never despawn. So that's a good thing. However, I'm still gonna leave all of this loading system just in case for the future. You never know what can happen. So I think what we need to do now is AFK and see how well our farm performs. Right. After roughly 5 hours, let's check what we've got. Okay, this isn't even full. Anything here? Here? Yep, empty. Some bits here. So after like 5 hours, we barely get a double chest. Yeah, this needs to be improved. I think the problem is that because we still have little to none lighting in the cave surrounding, and as well in the on the surface, in the swamp and in the was it the birch wood? Yeah, birch forest right there. It's still nothing is lit. So I guess during the night the farm is just not producing anything whatsoever, and it looks like it barely does anything right now. But the thing is that it is working. We are getting our sweet drops in here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 5.5 stacks of redstone. Well, leveraging that we didn't have to do anything, that's actually nice. But I think the next step would be to start lighting up the areas around us. There are still a lot of things to be done for this farm to start being efficient, but unfortunately I ran out of time for today's episode. I'm gonna do some work in between episodes, namely lighting up surrounding areas, but for now this is where I would like to end this episode. Like if you like this episode, subscribe if you wanna see more, and until next time, bye bye.